There you go.
Hey everybody, this is Donovan and Maggie trying to do a bunch of stuff that isn't making a lot of sense right yet. Okay, before we begin, this is No Filter. I'm Donovan, this is Maggie.
Hello.
We've kind of been talking amongst ourselves a lot about different issues going on and what we need to get friends to express and then express to you guys at the same time, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times we bicker about our beliefs in politics, COVID, but it's a healthy bicker, you know what I mean? Because we actually are listening to one another. But we like to get your input as much as we want to give you ours. You know what I mean? But so how you doing this morning, baby?
I'm doing fine. How are you this morning,
Good. I mean, I could handle some more of that energy drink right now. It's a little early in the day, but we're doing our best. Anyhow, all right, on this COVID level, babe, what's your opinion? Now, I know it, but they don't. What's your opinion, as to, how that's going, how it began?
Well, I believe COVID's real. I believe people are dying. But I also believe that we've been conditioned to conform. I don't believe that the mask situation is, I don't think I should be wearing a mask.
It doesn't seem like the numbers are getting any better, right?
No.
So, if they're getting worse and we're still wearing masks, then why in the heck are we wearing masks, man?
Well, I can't comprehend how we can walk into a store with thousands of people and we're fine, but we can't walk into a restaurant. What, 25% they want to do now?
Yeah.
I don't understand the difference.
Well, people, and I'm acquainted with people that are in the restaurant business, and I mean, facts be known, around here, they're talking about not even open at 25%.
Well, they're going to lose money. They can't.
Right. It's just why would I open at 25% capacity when that wouldn't even pay my bills for the evening?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's insane. It's like a system that's destined to fail.
I agree.
Yeah. Now, on the contrary, my opinion is this. I believe this COVID is horseshit. Okay.
I wouldn't go that far. I don't think that. I think it's real. I think there's legitimacy to it. But at the same token, I do believe we're being fed a whole bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, but babe, remember when we went on our trip? I mean, we went from Michigan through Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't wear in Ohio. They don't even require masks at the time. Then we went from Ohio to Kentucky.
Yeah.
Not a mask one. Even you walk in anywhere, dude. There's not a mask.
Exactly.
Okay. Then we went from Kentucky to Tennessee.
No mask.
Same shit. Yep. And then we went from Tennessee to Virginia, West Virginia, up into New York.
Oh, New York, they all had their masks.
Oh, that now on the other, yes, you're absolutely right. New York City had all their masks on.
They were freaking.
Yeah, you couldn't even talk to those people, man. Some people are assholes. I hate New York, man.
Yeah,
New York City sucks so bad.
It suck.
It was awesome, the sights and everything like that, but the people are the rudest thing I ever met. I asked for directions, and be damn, man, you're homeless, bro. Why do you act like you're better than me? Even the homeless dude act like he had something on me.
Yeah, it was bad.
That was horseshit. So anyhow, through all that, and then remember this summer, I went down to Florida.
Right.
And I was around, I was working with all kinds of people and around all kinds of people. And we all had that agreement. Remember I was telling you about that? We all had an agreement that, if any of us were to come up with this COVID. And now, mind you, at that time, Florida was the hottest spot on the map.
Right.
It was in the red zone. They didn't really shut anything down. You could still, go in places and eat. You had to wear your mask to your table, but they weren't at no 25% capacity or no shit.
That's another thing I don't understand. You have to wear your mask to the table, but when you get ready to eat, you can take your mask off.
Well, how else are you going to eat?
I don't understand. Thousands of people walk into Kroger's, Myers, whatever, every single day.
I'm about to kill them fuckers, man. Every time I walk in there, I feel like I'm about to hyperventilate and freak right out. And that's why me and you have a hard time in store.
I have a very hard time in stores.
Because we're sitting there like fucking, how do I say it? Like in this hot ass mask, a hot ass breath.
If it hasn't been known, I am anti-mask. Period.
Me too, because I mean, I'm just saying, the numbers aren't getting better. They're getting worse at some points. So that lets me know, like, this whole motherfucking mask thing is stupid and it ain't working.
Yeah, if the numbers were going down, I'd be on board. If you could show me proof that it made a difference, I don't see it making a difference.
But then I'm going back to the Florida thing just for a minute. Mm-hmm. I came back in agreement with everybody that went with me. Mm-hmm. We all told each other, we'll get online and stay in our group and whatnot.
Right.
And that if anybody had come up with anything to let the other person, everyone know. Not one of us. Not one. Yeah, and we were around like a lot of freaking people. It was insane. So I'm like, what the hell? And then I'm in Michigan and like, do you know how many people are running around frivolously around here?
Yeah.
With no mask? And then the people that are wearing masks. And then any store, of course, you can't walk in a store. And it's not even a law.
No,
it's a mandate, meaning like a suggestion.
Right.
Right?
But we want to put our children back in schools, February 1st, I believe? No kids in school. Have a granddaughter in school, but...
let's get with that.
Try to keep an 8-year-old in a mask, or even a 5-year-old in a mask.
It just doesn't seem to make any sense.
Well, what doesn't make sense is when you walk into some of these stores and they tell you, children under 5 don't have to wear a mask. Well, aren't we supposed to protect our children?
Right.
I don't understand. I don't get it.
Well, then we got like the simple aspect of it is like I did a little research of my own, and this is kind of a kicker, man. Do you know that every franchise that is up and running full function, except for like the inside, like like McDonald's and Taco Bell, you can't go in, but you drive through shit out of it. Look at Kroger.
Yeah.
Okay, and look at Walmart.
Myers,
yeah.
Walmart.
Do you know who's affiliated like in a certain percentage stock range on that?
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates, man. Everything that is up and running in full function is owned by this man. And not to just mention that, but Amazon. Now, he doesn't own Amazon, but if you do your research, that man's tied in to Amazon. And then then you got Prime. These people deliver.
Yeah, but then,
that's also something he's tied into.
Who's suffering is our mom and pop shops and what's left. The small restaurants and things, they're suffering.
But I'm going to tell you straight up.
Their workers are suffering.
I'm not going to suffer.
No, but their workers are suffering. And shout out to all the waitresses. Wow.
Yeah,
they're going through it,
And now let's get like this COVID has created like a heck of a economic disaster. Not necessarily for the people though. It seems like it's more on the government.
But there's a lot of people that have been there's currently people still waiting in Michigan that haven't received a dime in unemployment.
That's very true.
They are suffering.
Now, don't get it wrong. I don't have a problem putting in a hard day's work. And I know you don't either.
No.
But when the time comes and the government's handing out this money, y'all can't lie, man. You guys, everybody goes running for that check. That check.
But let's be realistic. What did $600 do for... Well, example, for a waitress that hasn't seen an unemployment check or a check in all these months. What does $600 do that doesn't pay her rent?
No, it doesn't really do much for anybody.
It's not going to do much for her or him.
There's really and they're leaving like no room for opinion.
No, I agree.
It's like our way or fuck off.
And that's it.
Yeah. And you can call the IRS. You got 2 hours wait time on the phone with them.
You will conform.
Oh, yeah.
You will conform.
And then they might hang up on you.
Yeah.
Then you're like, bitch? You know what I'm saying? Are you fucking kidding me? I just sat this bitch for 2 hours. Remember the unemployment. 2 hour wait on that. And then if, like, for instance, if somebody, like, messed up on their taxes last year, like, I don't want to get in your situation.
No, please don't.
But if somebody had messed up their taxes, they gotta Well, how do you do it? You
What
gotta
do you
like.
mean? I spent an entire day on the phone with the IRS to find out that someone else screwed up. Let's pass the buck to the next person. And
Yeah,
I
that's all
still
they do,
haven't
man.
received it, but it doesn't matter. That's another point, but
And then you don't get your stimulus
no.
because your tax information didn't hit.
Mhm.
So now you're like, what in the blue fuck is going on in this world? And everything right now, it's like, okay, it's all paperwork.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like everything you do.
But
Now,
everything's online.
Now I'm gonna tell you, everybody listening. I want you to hi everybody.
Did you hear us bicker a little?
No, everything that happens is along the same lines, and a lot of my friends out there have been incarcerated. Okay, and a lot of my friends know that I have worked with the DOC. All right, everything that happens from this point forth throughout the entire COVID is just put it in your brain, lock it in, and you'll find some peace with this. Everything you do is going to happen with them in every political aspect, the hardest and longest fucking way possible every time.
Well, yeah.
There's no in the middle. You're not going to get through easy. You're not, oh, that was easy. No, you'll never say that through any of this.
No.
You will fight for everything you got coming.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. If you deny yourself that peace, you're going to drive yourself insane.
I think a lot of people are already driving themselves insane during this COVID.
I've come to understand. There's times where I'm like on the phone and I'm like, dude, this sucks. It's like everything in life when it comes to this COVID is happening the longest and possible freaking way that you. I see it, Tim. What is Tim saying there, babe? See, we're also doing a live podcast, Tim. All right, this is not just on Facebook Live. We also have a live podcast going below us. So anything that you may have missed, brother, go right to the No Filter page and check it out.
I was talking about the waitresses. It's not just the waitresses. I mean, I'm just saying.
That's an example.
Even barmaids and things of that nature. I know a lot of them that have children, and things of that nature. And when the bars are closed, they're sitting at home, They're
Absolutely.
wondering what they're going to do. And unfortunately, we don't like to admit it, but a lot are uneducated, or don't have the talent. How can I put this? For another job. You understand what I mean? It's
yeah. Well, it ain't helping that most cashiers can't count out 39 cents.
Yeah, and listen,
that was horseshit, man. I heard that story.
I understand both sides of it. I know there's other jobs out there, and I understand that. But you got a lot of mothers in positions that,
what was that restaurant?
They don't have vehicles, they don't have a way back and forth, and they're trying to deal with FIA to help them.
And FIA's running short on things, yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of situations, So it's not just waitresses. It's just in that realm. And you know what I mean? In the service industry, should I say. So, yeah, I'm sure there are other jobs. I understand that. But a lot of parents and mothers don't have a way back and forth. Right now, they can't afford the car insurance.
Yeah. Well, that's or you can't get into Secretary of State to even register your new vehicle. Right. Your vehicle fucked up in this whole COVID thing. And you buy another one, and you got to wait. I got to wait until May 6th, bro.
Yeah.
That's a long fucking way to not drive my truck, man.
You know how many people I know right now that are running around with no tags, no fault,
and no
fault of their own, they can't get into Secretary of State.
And people just stop giving a shit. That's what's up.
People stop caring.
They just be driving. Them. There's no plate on the truck or nothing. You see it all the time around here.
You can't blame them. But, I mean, a lot of people are having a hard time right now.
I want to say this, though. Do you remember talking to me about that restaurant that was hiring, was going to give you a year's supply of the food or whatever?
Oh, I think it was Little Caesars.
Is it Little Caesars?
Did they hire you?
If you go to work for Little Caesars, everybody who ain't working, okay, go to work for Little Caesars. One, you can feed your family for a year for free, man. If you get a job.
If you like Little Caesars.
If you can dig pizza every god blessed day, I can't do that shit. But I'm telling you. Like, there is work out there, but they want you working in the food industry with these little shitty... Don't get me wrong. I'm a natural carpenter. I'm a painter. And, there's a lot of side work going on.
No, there is.
And it's out there, y'all.
I understand that, but I think
What's Tim saying now?
everybody got put in a rough position.
What else? Go ahead.
Everybody else got.
Tim, you're a nurse, man. I love you, man. Good job, buddy. And thank you for your service, buddy. As a brother to brother, hey, man. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Frontline workers are,
well,
yeah, you're our everything right now, and I appreciate them very much.
I just want to say that, like, there's a lot of all these what do you want to call them? Conspiracies. Yeah, that's the word of the hour.
Conspiracy theories, yes.
That should have been like the theme for our podcast. Conspiracy theories.
There's many of them, but I don't try to feed into them. I don't know.
That's all bullshit, man. There's not, you can't get a truthful answer from any media, so we've learned to not trust that. But this is the one thing about COVID that, really, this is a conspiracy theory of my own, I guess.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah.
Help us all.
No, okay, what's the first thing they closed when COVID began?
They closed many things, so you got
the churches.
Oh, well, that's one.
Okay.
Thing.
Now, when you close all the churches,
mm-hmm.
it leaves you it broke you away from your faith in a small way. A lot of people could continue their faith and spirituality on another plane, getting
mm-hmm.
together with their congregation in small numbers. But when you break
Zoom.
Zoom, that's a joke. But when you break the unity of a congregation,
mm-hmm.
right? It takes you away from your faith. So what did the government, this is my own thought, it seems like the government separated me from my faith, not necessarily here or here, but the churches and being able to get in there and hear the sermons. That's very important,
It is.
And so when you separate that, now you're the leadership of the church has been separated from you.
Yeah.
So now you have to listen to the media and the government.
You don't have to listen to them.
That's horseshit, man.
That's your choice to listen to them.
Now, whatever happened to the separation between church and state, though? Now, that particular, meaningful saying, separation between church and state, was originally designed for the church, not the state.
I understand.
And the state took that, and that's horseshit.
I agree.
Because I think Jesus, because of the saying, Jesus said at the same time, this is who I am, and Jesus thinks I'm great. He does. I know God's got a sense of humor, and he loves. Yes, he does.
He does.
How do you explain the duck-billed platypus? For Christ's sakes, that's a funny creature.
Oh, help me, Jesus.
That's just But so here we are, right, in a position where now we're creating this podcast, and
mm-hmm.
I really influence all of you that are my friends that love me, love Margaret, to get involved in this podcast, because this is going to be an adventure.
Right.
We're not always going to be doing it from this room or that room. Sometimes we're going to be on the road.
Absolutely.
Doing a little thing,
As soon as it gets above 19 degrees and stuff.
The investments on a podcast are insane, though.
They are. We're learning that.
But it's coming together. We got lighting. I'll show pictures later. We got lighting in this sumbitch right now. We got the laptop. We got the damn phone going on Facebook Live. And it's crazy. Little battery actions everywhere and plugs going. Fuck, man, drives me nuts. We went and bought a little baby table just to do this shit. That's funny. We got little hunting chairs and shit.
I think it's got nothing to do with it, I swear.
But I just feel like, with your difference of opinion and mine, right?
Which we do.
And we do bicker about it, but at the same time, see, this is the thing, man. Maggie and I, we're not designated around a political standpoint. I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican. She's not Democrat, not Republican. But I stand more on the Republicans, and she stands more with the Democrats. So conversations get a little interesting.
To meet in the middle.
We do meet in the middle.
We try to meet in the middle, which our government should do. But we try.
Don't do it. I know what you're going to do.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go off on the whole
because I'll get going and you'll get going. But no, it's kind of like I'm Arnold Schwarzenegger married to Marie Shriver here.
I can't. No, not true.
Because Marie
Not
Shriver was a
true.
Kennedy and a supporter of the Democratic Party, and Arnold Schwarzenegger is a Republican senator.
I'm gonna support my president.
Not senator, but governor.
You're
Sorry.
gonna support your president.
I do. I don't. There's no doubt in my mind. I stand, and that's the thing, you know. No matter who's my president, he's my commander in chief at all times, and I respect his position. I mean, I respect the man, but I respect his position, and I have to say, if he's like, this is the thing I was really, really kind of like worried about is like, remember the attack on the in Washington, the riot and the attack on the
everybody remembers it.
Oh, that was back in the day. No, I'm just playing. But anyways, like, are them people guilty of anything? Because Trump told them to do that. Now, if I'm in the military and my commander-in-chief instructs me to do what I got to do, wrong or right, I got to do that shit. Right. No matter, because I got to respect my commander-in-chief.
I agree.
And his order is everything. So if he tells me to go and rush that place, and I rush it,
right.
Now who's the one responsible?
Yeah,
if we're under order as Americans to follow the order of our commander in chief at all costs, then we got to get in there. Now, don't get me wrong. The people who did that
are horrible.
Should not have done that. Okay, they should. But by God's standards, he should not. But by political standards and militant standards, if those were personnel at any point of the United States military, they did the right thing.
Weren't. But see,
they were instructed to do that.
That's where we'll disagree. They weren't. They're not military.
No,
they're common citizens.
I don't know that, so I'm not going to put that in perspective. I just was given a scenario.
Yeah. Well, that was a horrible thing that happened.
Drink NOS. It helps to wake the day. I'm probably going to get sued for that right there. What are they going to take? It's
your
COVID.
NOS?
It's COVID. They got nothing.
They're going to take your NOS.
They're going to take my COVID rights. They're like, don't let that dude drink NOS on TV no more because he gets retarded. I do get retarded. I'm a little retarded, so are you, though. I've seen you retarded before.
I'm not. I swear I'm not.
So, in a political standpoint, there's really no real explanation for anything. It's just so crazy right now.
Right now, we're just praying for our country. That's all you can do.
Yeah. Yeah, God and country, but, if you notice, God comes first.
Well, yeah, absolutely.
And when people, that's what was trying to get at with churches closing.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like an attempt to separate God from the people, man. And it's like, what, dude? That didn't do nothing but make me stronger at things, really.
I think it made a lot of people stronger. There's a lot of things that's happened in this past year that's made people stronger.
Yeah.
There's a lot of bad things that's happened over this past, was it almost a year now? Or is it a year for the whole COVID thing?
It's been about a year, if not more, yeah.
I think we're approaching a year. So, yay.
And there's so many different opinions out there due to COVID. And to keep it real, do we really fucking know, man? It's just, is it all just opinions?
I think we're playing a guessing game a lot of times.
I don't know shit.
I definitely don't know nothing about it.
Yeah, all I know is they tell me shit, and that's what's up.
I know I was afraid enough a few months ago to go get tested.
I remember that.
I was scared to death.
Yep, I remember
Everybody got sick around me, and nobody wanted to go, so yay, I did it.
Yeah, you ran in there and tested it. I remember that.
Yeah, negative, thank God, but even at that, they scared me.
It's just nobody, honestly, all these opinions we see on Facebook, and we see everybody oh my God, freaking out and saying how many people died. And God bless their souls. I really don't, mean any offense to anyone who's lost anyone. But at the same time, it's just what do we really freaking know?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I'm anti-mask, but do I still walk into a grocery store and put my mask on? Well, of course I do.
Yeah. Well, it's only because I told me to.
And it's not just about me.
That's the truth.
That's selfish. It's not going to be just about me. I don't want to wear one.
But if it ain't working, then the proof's in the pudding. Why are we doing it?
I agree.
The proof is in the pudding that the numbers are not getting better. At times they're getting worse.
Well, here
This is Michigan. Boop, we're going down. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, and then, well, at least this is what we're being told. Like, you could die from an overdose right now in Michigan, and they're going to classify it as a corona death. That's just horseshit. I mean, that's how they're doing it. Like, the numbers are rising to that. And I got to know, like, who's making the money here?
I don't know.
You know what I mean? I know Bill Gates is killing the fucking game right now.
Well, yeah, but we're talking about, well,
I want to be like that dude, but not like that dude. Like, I don't want to be like all sadistic like that dude.
No.
But I want his money.
I think everybody would like his money.
And then I would, hey, that's what I think we should do, though. There's a good, that's a hypothesis. Like, we should go to Bill Gates, being he made all the money in this COVID situation, and say, hey, man, time for you to get back to the public. Let's get some COVID money from that
absolutely.
motherfucker.
I believe the virus is legitimate. There's no doubt about
that.
Like,
you just totally, like...
I just believe that maybe the numbers aren't quite right.
Sure.
You know? Well,
it just doesn't.
And I believe it's real. There's no doubt about it being real. I've never doubted that. I just doubt that we're being informed properly when it comes to the numbers. I mean, there's a lot of other states that are, I won't say doing just fine, but they're doing better than we are.
Yeah. Tim, don't take any disrespect from any of this. We're not, like, coming in the situation. I love you, man. True story. And everybody's got their own opinion. And, yeah, dude, it's an awesome thing to have, like, someone such as yourself to have this real opinion. Or not opinion, but some factual knowledge. And I do intend to listen to that. I do. I did. But at the same time, like, you're not seeing, like, what's happening. Like, you're at work and you're seeing this factual numbers, and what's happening is like we're out here in the dark. You see what I mean? So like the factual numbers don't make sense to us as the public because we aren't able to get into those hospitals, like especially in Michigan. Shit, man, they get you in a hospital on emergency, you're out of there in an hour.
Yeah.
You don't know and they don't tell you a whole lot anymore.
All we know is every couple of weeks or maybe once a week now, when our governor comes on a Wednesday and tells us, hey, this is what's going on. But do I believe it? I don't know what to believe.
It's so hard. And the thing is the people are scared, for one. So they're coming up with all kind of stuff to say. And then you have, what is it? You have the politics and the media, like, totally, like, feeding into that fear, man. And then, like, Gretchen Whitmer, like, don't get me wrong, like, there's a lot she did out of her own fear, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm not going to say that, like, I support all of her decisions. I support her as my governor, and I pray that, like, she does the job that's been asked of her to the best of her ability. Now, do you really want to know my opinion of the woman? Of the woman, not the position, you see. I think she's nuts.
Well, see, I don't think she's nuts.
I mean, don't get me wrong.
She got hired to do a job.
And that shit hit her like a freight train. Okay.
She got hired to do a job, and I'm going to stand by her, and we'll see what happens. That's all we can do. Hope for the best, pray for the best.
Yeah. That's all we can do. I mean, that's really the only options they left us.
I think the last 10 years or more of politics have been a shit show.
That's really the only options they've left us is to pray and hope. Like,
lately, we've been left to go, which is the less of evil, Pick this one or this one. So we do the best we can. As you can see, he's reading. So.
Yeah, I'm trying to read what Tim's saying. I'm sorry, Tim. Yeah, she is an ass. I mean, and you have the right to your opinion at all costs.
Yeah.
That's what this is all about, guys. Is like, this is no filter. Do you understand? We don't give a shit what you say, and we're going to honor your opinion. Do you know what I'm saying? Because this is your time. I mean, yeah, does it mean anything at the end of the day? To who? Because everybody's opinion is so different and in various different ways. Now, I'm not going to take offense by anybody's opinion, nor
No.
have I ever.
No.
But at the same time, I'm going to say I have my own.
Mm.
And Tim, I do need to know some of your factual information because, like, I'm going to keep it completely honest. What I don't know is what you do know, obviously. You know what I mean? So I really want, like, to have that information and be able to work with it in our podcast a little bit. But I do want you guys to understand that this podcast here is not just like all politics and
Oh, no.
COVID. So we
No.
be gigging sometimes, man. We have
Just
a good
something
time.
we felt something about today. Didn't really, we wanted to talk about something, and that was something on our mind. So
We're just like two old people.
Speak for yourself.
Okay. So you do look very young, baby. What are you, like 29?
Don't start.
Oh,
Don't start.
We have Maggie and I have been together a little bit, and we made our announcement on Facebook that we are recently engaged.
Mm-hmm.
And like it's cool, man. You know what I mean? We're in a house that we've talked about before. If you follow the podcast, like go to No Filter on YouTube, you're gonna see that like we get funny and ridiculous, but for the most part, like we try to keep things. It's real.
It's not always so serious, so don't worry.
That's all it is. It's just it's no filter, real issues on a real level. And there's no I'm not gonna stop. And edit. I don't edit shit, man. Because
you get what you get.
You get what? Yes. Now it's and that was cool.
Nobody. I mean, everybody's not gonna agree. We know this. It's be a boring world if we all did. Right?
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
mean, and most of the time,
We'd be like back in the 19. That's you, girl.
But it's okay. You gotta agree to disagree sometimes. Yeah.
It's healthy to agree to disagree, but I will say this, and it has to do with this COVID situation, is it really has brought a lot of like family values back.
I think so, and I think it's broken a lot of families, but it's made a lot of families stronger too.
Yeah.
Depends on which side of the fence you're leaning.
Well, this is the ticket with COVID. You're gonna find three things happening in COVID and I can almost say these are a fact.
Right.
Okay, you're gonna find a lot of divorced women, a lot of pregnant women, and a lot of divorced pregnant women. Because I'll tell you, man, it ain't always easy to sit around all day with the same person without. Did you know that domestic violence arrests went up like 200%?
I believe that.
In the first 4 months of this COVID,
that.
man. I'm like, whoa, they can't do it. The people can't do it. You can't lock me in a room with this woman no more today. Put me in jail cell, that's fine. I can't do that. That's kind of... but I'm sure she's saying the same thing. Like, this nigga's driving me crazy. I don't know.
There's days, yes, there are days.
Now, politically speaking, like, there is no real truth coming in our direction. I mean, there's some, and it seems opinionated on even the political behalf nowadays.
For sure.
Oh, let's see if this works. Well, I don't care if we're going to see if it works. Make sure the shit works before you have me wearing a goddamn mask in the fucking store. That shit pisses me off. Man, this shit don't even work,
well,
man.
now, but on the other hand, you can always go get the vaccine.
I'm never doing that.
And there's another subject.
Not happening. Boom.
Not happening.
Like,
no. I'm sorry. I just don't believe there's been enough time invested in this vaccine to prove me that. Oh my God, I'm frightened of the vaccine.
I'm more frightened. Shit, yeah.
I'm frightened.
I'm not frightened of it because I'll die before I'll take it.
No, I mean I'm frightened of what's in it.
Right, or what the end result is.
Yeah.
Because, like, I cured myself of possible COVID, or like a COVID virus, but I have not cured myself of the possible cancer that it creates.
Yeah, that's
10 years down the road.
See,
same thing with tobacco. When they came out with tobacco back in the day, they didn't know shit was going to cause cancer. So everybody did it.
Sure.
Right? And then it took however many years for that cancer to develop within the body.
Uh-huh.
And now all of a sudden everybody's quitting smoking. Too late in the game. Emphysema.
Right.
Yeah.
But
What
now
was
here
it?
we
CDOP or COPD? Sorry. That's fucked up. My bad. But you got all these different, inequities from tobacco.
For sure.
Okay, but at one point, tobacco was a medicine.
Yeah.
Okay. Back in the day, they used cocaine on shit.
Absolutely.
Who out there is just fucking openly saying, I use cocaine to medicate?
No.
Come
well,
on,
you might
man.
find a few.
But you see the end result of all these things. So if they don't know what the end result of this vaccination is, then it came out in a year's time.
No, less than a year. It's scary. It's frightening.
Well, I was giving an estimated year's time.
Yeah, it's frightening to think that, you want me to take a vaccine based on what?
That I might have COVID. I might. I don't know for sure.
I'm not doing it.
You're out of your fucking
Whenever
mind.
my time's up, the good Lord will come and get me. I'm no.
Now, I'm not going to promote that shit, but I'm not going to tell anybody they're wrong for taking it. Maybe it does do what it's supposed to.
Maybe it does.
Maybe.
But I also don't take the flu vaccine, so.
I don't either, because I feel like anything I have to sign a separate piece of paper to take.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like there's some bullshit in the game.
Yeah, that's my point.
Like you go into the doctor's office and you sit down and you do all the paperwork that the doctor asks you to do before you come in. And then then they'll ask you, then they'll ask you, do you want the flu shot? And then you'd be like, if you say yeah, they'll be like, here, sign this then too. Why am I signing something else? Like, is that a release? Like, if I die from this shit, then I'm good on all that noise.
Pretty much. Spin the wheel. Let's see what happens.
Let's just go ahead and hook you up. See what happens. Yep. I believe my farts cure cancer. Y'all want to come sniff some of that?
I promise you, I don't believe they do.
You've seen the potency of them bad dudes? That's almost like antibacterial shit jumping off. That shit'll chase a cockroach out of the room.
Yeah, I don't need a COVID vaccine. I got you.
Right. You want to get rid of cockroaches? I got some farts built up. We'll hook you up.
I can't stop.
Drink some milk before I get there. Everybody knows about me and that milk.
They're not trying to hear you. They're really not trying to hear that this morning. Are you? Are you really trying to hear that?
I'm just saying. That's the kind of cockamamie shit I feel like I'm dealing with.
Well, I get that.
You know what I mean? It's not like in position of life in itself. Like, it seems ridiculous that people are doing this. I mean, at some points I wonder, I'm wondering, is this population control? But
well, don't get me wrong. I remember when this all began, we were at home washing groceries. Now that I look back on it, I'm like, what the hell?
Leaving them outside for 3 hours.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Washing your groceries with bleach.
Yeah,
Let's do some of that. Let's get a little bleach on that steak before I get it, girl.
Well, not to that extreme, but yeah, we were washing packages and cans and bottles, and I'm like, oh my God, we just did that.
Yeah, that was insane.
And everything smells like bleach.
We did go a little crazy at the beginning. Did. Yeah.
For good reason.
Here's
we're all
the thing,
scared
though.
to death.
Here's the thing that's got me kind of, like they want us to wear these masks.
Right.
And in the beginning, remember we were wearing all them gloves?
Yes, I do.
What happened to that?
Don't know. Don't need the gloves, I guess, no more.
I guess, fuck it. We don't need gloves.
Just mask.
Just a mask.
Gotta wonder who's making all these masks and making multi-million dollars.
I'm about to do that shit. I'm going to go get me a curtain. Right?
No, you're
and start
not.
Cutting that shit in and putting a damn string on it. And guess what? I'm going to sell them shits for a nickel. I guarantee I'll be a billionaire.
No, we're not doing that.
I'm saying. It's just insane. My thoughts are constantly moving on this. Because that's what, they've created in me.
We all are. We're all so confused anymore. We're like, well, what do we do? And we're waiting for someone to tell us it's over. We're waiting. We're all on the edge of our seat waiting for someone to say it's over. Will it ever be over?
All these, what's the worst part is these fucking grand diversions come into play.
Sure, look at the shiny object.
Yeah, it's like, look what, ooh, shiny. Mm-hmm. Yeah. For sure. It's like all these grand diversions come into play instead of how do I say this? Instead of saying, fuck it, it's done. No, they'll say, here's some money, which ain't coming, by the way.
Yeah.
Like, okay, just
get it in 6 months.
Yeah, that's what it is. Remember that second stimulus cracked me up. Motherfuckers will have a 45-minute conversation with you about how their buddy got the fucking stimulus 8 months ago, the second one. And you going, and that shit didn't happen, bro. They're fucking
how long
bullshitting.
did everyone wait for their second stimulus?
But it was coming. It was coming.
It
was coming. Jesus Christ.
But what was it, like 8 months or something?
Yeah.
I still haven't got mine.
I got mine.
Just saying.
I didn't get mine. No, I'm gonna keep it real.
Well, and I didn't. So there you go. See.
Yeah. No, I ain't tit for tat. Yeah.
Right,
absolutely.
but not that I think we're all holding our breath for $600. Let's be real.
Yeah, dude, you guys are some suckers, man.
Come on.
Hey, if you're banking on $600 fucking dollars, y'all some suckers. Go out and get a job, man. It's out there.
Or do a podcast.
Or do podcasting, yeah. Hey, I can't help myself. Like, y'all banked a whole year.
Yeah.
Like, for real, y'all mentally banked for a whole year on that $600 boy. Now, don't get me wrong.
And I bet most.
Don't get me wrong. If you're one of those welfare people, which I don't, whatever, I'm not for it. But if you're one of them welfare people that has kids on a daily basis just so you get some extra money, you banked hard on this shit.
Oh yeah.
$600 a kid, was it?
I don't know. I think it was $5, but I don't know.
Okay, well whatever. $500. That might have been worth it. I mean, you might as well just.
Well, if you had 10 kids or something, I guess it'd be worth it.
But
come on.
That's $500 a kid for how many months?
Hey, all I can say is...
That doesn't still add up very well.
All I can say is everybody...
That's less money. That's less money than most people are getting on Social
No matter
Security.
what administration that money came from, everybody's going to spend it.
And you're going to pay it back.
The administration or the Biden administration, we're all going to spend it. I'm going to spend it if I ever get it.
Okay, if you give me some free money, I'm not going to be like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's basically what it is the whole world's banking on the government to keep them flowing, and they're getting baby dollar. But here's the thing. All this COVID shit's going on, but has the cost of living gone down?
No.
Fuck no.
Not that I can tell.
And then I'm like, dude, someone memed something the other day I really found interesting, is... if you're going to pay a McDonald's worker $15 an hour, then I want a burger that looks exactly like the one on the menu.
Well, that's not going to happen.
Exactly, dude. I mean, dude, that's a lot of fucking money they're getting, though.
Well,
$15 an hour for some people out there, that's banking serious cash.
We'll agree to disagree on this one, too.
Oh, God.
We will have to agree to disagree on this because I maybe not $15 an hour, but at the very least, I think meet in the middle.
What, like $12.50 or something?
Yeah, meet in the middle. I think that's fair.
But I think, like, yeah, with the what is it?
The minimum wage.
Minimum wage. I don't believe that should
be raised. Absolutely.
I feel it's like the opposite because, like, the more you raise it, the more cost of living goes up with it.
But that's all.
Because these businesses will adjust.
Sure.
According to what the pay rate is, like in an average.
I get that. I understand.
I don't want to pay more for more. I want to make more.
Pay less.
And be able to save money.
Well, everybody wants to.
But that's the American dream, not. You know what I'm saying?
I get it, and everybody wants to, but that's not how it goes. Unfortunately, that's just not how it goes. That's your government.
Yeah.
No matter which administration it's coming from, I will say this because I'm going to have to say this.
No, you don't.
Oh, I have to say it.
There we go.
Obviously, I'm not a Trumper. That's not a shock or anything. But anyway, it doesn't matter. We all took the money from Trump, right? That came in, the stimulus, whatever. And I guarantee you, I want to see everybody with a smile on their face when they take the money from Biden.
Oh, I'm going to take that shit too. Okay. Don't get me wrong. But we're in position here where, like, who's it really coming from, though?
I think we're robbing ourselves.
That's right, yeah. Right? Like, okay, but
See, I can at least laugh about all this because it's not that serious.
what a lot of people don't really realize is we're gonna fucking pay that money back.
Oh, we won't. Our great grandchildren's gonna
The
pay
taxes
it.
will get jacked up,
for
or
sure.
you're gonna see this new tax get invented, or you know,
nothing's free. We are gonna pay for this.
Right, it's gonna come back. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna give you another conspiracy theory. We kind of went with it. It's pretty funny. All right, like China is like the one country on the planet that we're indebted to the most, right?
Right.
All right. They had this COVID some years ago, and it's been active. Now they're kind of got their country together. I can't say from like a factual standpoint on that, but it seems like everything I hear is that China's kind of coming through this pretty even.
Yeah, but China's still wearing masks, so
they always wore masks, man. Even Michael Jackson wore a mask in China.
God, I can't. Now, why has Michael got to be a part
of
it?
You want to go there?
No, I don't.
But no, like, if we're in this big-ass debt with them, and then, like, where is this medicine for COVID
I don't know.
coming from?
Maybe it's
Is it coming from China? Because that would explain how we're getting out of debt with China.
I don't know.
Fuck, man, this is horseshit. I don't know. I just went all the way into left with that. I apologize, everyone. But don't get me going. God damn it.
He goes left a lot.
That's so do you, man. But, like, I guess, guys, happy COVID.
Oh my God! No happy COVID.
What? It's like that's what it is.
No happy.
It's
COVID.
like a damn. We've been on vacation.
No, this is not a vacation.
For a year.
No, it's not been a vacation.
But what have we really done? What's this country really done? Like, if
sat around and eat and
look at the fucking belly on me, man.
Yeah, I think obesity has taken a toll on America right now. But what do you want everyone to do? It's not like we can go anywhere or do anything. We can go outside, but it's 19 degrees out. So what the hell am I
what am I going to do? Walk around my yard?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
I mean, yeah, we could go places, but like what?
To the mall?
Yeah, that's
about it.
Let's not go there either, because that's ridiculous.
But that's about it.
They're not even like, well, you can only have 25% capacity at the mall.
And you're waiting in line to get into a store. I never thought in a million years, besides Black Friday, of course.
Yeah, that's
I never thought as of last year, 2020, I'd be standing outside waiting in line to get into, I don't know, a Buckle, a Macy's, or any store. You can only have, 10 people at a time? Are you freaking kidding me?
Oh, man.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Well, guys, I have to cut you short, babe, because we're running low on time. Before we go, I'm going to issue a challenge to the people on Facebook and people on YouTube, the podcast sites we're on, and all of that.
You uploaded them, I'm not sure.
Anywhere you see this, I want like opinions. We're going to do a show outside of the serious stuff next time, and this is what I want from you. On an average of how many say whatever, I'm going to ask you to issue a challenge. Now, it could be pickle juice, a gallon of pickle juice in an hour challenge. Let's not do that one. That one's kind of shitty. No. But I'm saying issue a challenge for us. That way we can start, on another level next time. And
don't be so serious. It's never that serious.
No, we're really not serious.
Just a little something.
Yeah, we were feeling some shit.
Typically, we're laughing and
I love
being
you, baby.
Stupid. I love you too.
Yes. And good luck and Godspeed, everybody.
God bless.
Take it easy.